Happy Wednesday. This is the 7th day of July. So welcome to the Be Your Own Hero Show. Hero is an acronym. It means helping everyone reaps optimism. In other words, helping others helps you. It is a reciprocal action. I'm your host. I'm sekouwrites. I'm a professional creative, which means I'm an author, journalist, jewelry maker, speaker, etc. I'm also the creator of the Hero Ministry Movement, which is my effort to uplift and inspire everyone, but specifically the unhoused community. Join me here Monday through Friday at 8:45 a.m. Central Time, where I'll be talking about my journey of becoming my own hero in many different categories, including financially. So shout out to New Thought Media Network for allowing me this space and this opportunity to be here and talk about my journey. I haven't done this in a while, so let me do this again. Put their banner up. It's ntmedia.org. Here it is, ntmedia.org. Once again, it is a 501c3 nonprofit. Please donate, please donate, please donate so that they can keep doing more of this amazing work that they're doing, including my show, including Rev Melissa's show, including the new show by Lindsay. Let me pop that up there. I don't know if you've got a chance to check out Lindsay's show, but Lindsay's got a show now too. And there are many, many shows on New Thought Media Network that are positive and uplifting. So please support them so that they can continue to support us. ntmedia.org is the website. Okay, actually, there is a video I'd like to play if I can find it. Let me see if I can find it quickly. Oh yeah, I think I can. Okay, yep, stand by. So I just want to play this because it is saying what I just said, but more eloquently. So here we go.
On behalf of everyone at New Thought Media Network, thank you for being a member of our virtual family. Your financial contributions help share the New Thought message with people from around the world. Please visit and contribute at www.ntmedia.org/donate. New Thought Media Network, come be you. And please like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, peace and blessings.
Okay, so just a reminder that this is a nonprofit venture that supports all of us, including me, including the Be Your Own Hero Show, so please donate if you can. Okay, so that said, speaking of donations, let's talk about the charity run, the Hero Charity Run. Today is day 401. 401. What? I've been doing this for 401 consecutive days in a row. I can hardly believe it. And reminder, my original goal was 30. I found my shirt. I found my original 30 trophy shirt. This was my original goal, 30 days. 30 days, I'm on day 401. Once again, the moral of that story is you never know what you're capable of until you apply yourself. If you had asked me if I thought I was capable of running every day for 401 days, I definitely would have told you you were crazy. Of course not. Of course I can't do that. But here I am. Here I am. And still going. Still going. So, yeah. I was about to go off on a tangent, but I'm not. So, welcome to the show. And I also want to, again, urge everyone to donate to New Thought Media Network, and again, urge everyone to donate to the Hero Charity Run. So the Hero Charity Run, as you probably know, is herocharityrun.com. That's the easiest way to donate. Put that up on the banner. There we go. herocharityrun.com is where you go to donate and where you go to spread the word. You can spread this URL to other people and let them find out about it. I got a funny story about this URL that I'll tell in just a second. But let me remind everyone, we did not complete our mission of $3,650 by the end of June, my birthday month. So I've carried that mission over into July. The new deadline is July 31st. We're already over 1/3 of the way there. So please help me reach the rest of the goal. Please help me complete the other 2/3 of the goal. And that donation not only will help out Back on My Feet nonprofit, but also secure my bid to run in the 2022 New York City Marathon, which will be my first marathon. So a lot of things going on there, but I'm very excited to be in support of this nonprofit that, again, teaches the unhoused community how to show up for themselves by running. And then once they learn how to show up for themselves by running, how to apply that to other areas of their lives. So very exciting nonprofit, very exciting work that they're doing. And so please, please, please support me in supporting them. Okay, so I can't help it. I got to tell this story. So I'm going to tell it right now, early in the show. So as you may know, I've been teaching at Fisk University. They've got this program called Mini College. It happens during the summer, and it's a program for kids. So the name is a little deceptive. Mini College makes it sound like it's high school kids, but no, these are young kids. They're like 5 to 12. So I haven't had a whole lot of experience teaching at that age. I've taught a bit, but not very often at that age. I have before, but just not a lot. Anyway, here's my point. Yesterday in class, as soon as the kids got in, one of them raised their hand. And I always get nervous when this happens because nothing's happened yet. All they did was come in and sit down. And there's a hand up. I'm like, okay. All right, what is this? This is a bathroom break? Like, what are we doing? So she raises her hand and she said, I saw you this morning. I was like, what are you talking about? So it turns out she saw me running. Well, actually, she didn't physically see me running, but she saw me leaving the track at Fisk University, right? As she was arriving to be dropped off by her parents. And I was like, oh, yeah, well, yes, I run on the track in the mornings. And then one of the other kids was like, are you like training for the Olympics or something? And I was like, what? Like, what made you ask that? He's like, I kind of saw something about you on TV. So this leads us to this whole conversation about me being on TV. And then one of the kids whipped out his cell phone and pulled up this link, herocharityrun.com. And as you know, if you've gone to the link, the whole entire segment about me. So he goes to the website, he's like, oh, shoot. And then all the kids like converge on him to look over his shoulder. He's holding his phone out as far as possible so that everybody can see. And they're all looking at it. Like, oh my God, that's you. You're on TV. Oh my God, you're famous. You run all the time. You run in the snow. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. And then, completely unprompted, one of the kids starts calling me a warrior without any idea that Sekou actually translates to warrior, depending upon the translation. So my name means warrior, but he doesn't know that. But one of the kids starts calling me warrior. You're a warrior, man. You're a warrior. Let's give it up for the warrior. Now the kids are clapping for me. It was crazy. But the punchline is, after all that energy, after all that applause, after all that hypeness about the teacher being on TV, they settled down so fast. And for, I want to say, the very first time, they were focused. They were like, what do you want us to do? Like, focused. And I know that sounds unusual because I've been teaching all summer. But listen, it's hard to get these kids to pay attention for more than a couple seconds at a time. After seeing that I was on TV and that I was quote unquote famous, focused. They were like, what you need? What you want us to do? It was the best class so far. It was the best class so far. So I've been joking around that I should have started with that. Day one, class one, I should have pulled down a screen and put that up on TV. I had no idea that it would have that effect on the kids. Like them thinking that I'm famous would help them settle down. I should have done that a long time ago. But anyway, I thought I'd share that story. That's what made, I thought about it because I was just looking at the website, herocharityrun.com, which is what the kid pulled up yesterday. Man, that was hilarious. That had me laughing. But we really did have a good, productive class yesterday. So I may have to pull that out in my other classes. We'll see. Anyway, let me get back to the show. That was a quick little sidebar. Okay, I don't even know where I am now. Let's do the dice roll challenge. Let's do that. Let's do the dice roll challenge. All right, it's been a while. Wait, I haven't done it this week at all because Monday was a holiday. And then I forgot the show. On Monday. All right. We won't do it. We'll just start fresh Monday so we can get a full week of Dice Roll Challenge. Okay, so let's skip to Mornings In. So I mentioned this quote yesterday on the recorded show, and that was that emotions are data, not directives. Feelings are data, not directives. Feelings are data, not directives. So I found that quote on TikTok, and then a friend of mine looked up who the quote was attributed to, and then I looked up her book. And so I was checking out her book this morning, and this is what I want to read, a passage from her book. Her name, well, actually, let me tell you the name of the book. So the name of the book, can you see that? Nope, can't see it. All right, name of the book is Emotional Agility. Emotional Agility. Get unstuck, embrace change, and thrive in work and life. And this is by Dr. Susan David, PhD. Okay, so let me read this passage. Oh, there's a couple that really stand out to me. All right, let's go with this one. Oh, okay. There's so many things that I highlighted, right? So I'm just trying to pick one. Now I'm changing my mind about which one I want to read. So I'm going to read this one. All right, here we go. So this is about the constant stream of thoughts that we have every day. Okay. While we often accept the statements bubbling up from within this river of incessant chatter as being factual, most of our thoughts are actually a complex mixture of evaluations and judgments intensified by our emotions. Some of these thoughts are positive and helpful. Others are negative and unhelpful. In either case, our inner voice is rarely neutral or dispassionate. What's the point? Don't accept your thoughts as facts. Understand that constant river of incessant chatter is chatter. Like, it's not facts. Our emotions about our thoughts make them feel like they're facts, but they're not. That's the lesson. So I'm going to keep reading this book for a while. There's lots of really impactful things in this. Once again, the name of the book is Emotional Agility. All right, so that was today's Mornings In. And did I mention Lindsay's show? I think I did. I mentioned Lindsay's show. Check that out. You can watch the replay on YouTube or Facebook. And I didn't play the run report. That's what I'm forgetting. I didn't play the run report. So this is today's run report. And let me share this with you. This is from earlier today. Oh, where am I? Why do I have the background? Oh, okay, here we go. There we go. All right, now let me take myself out the stream and let's play today's run report. Charity Run day 401. I've been running every single consecutive day for now 401 days in a row, and we are on mission. Please donate to Back on My Feet nonprofit. I am raising money for them this month. Deadline is July 31st. Please donate at HeroCharityRun.com. I'm raising $3,650 for them because that's a derivative of 365, and I've been doing this for more than a year now. I've been running every single day for more than a year. Let's give greatly. Let's share often, and let's give back to those in need. By the way, Back on My Feet is a nonprofit that teaches the unhoused community how to better themselves by building their self-confidence by running. What? Yep. Go give. HeroCharityRun.com. Later. Run report for today. Really quickly, yesterday I was teaching the kids at Fisk Mini College, and one of them saw me running at Fisk University early that morning on the track. And so I kind of felt obligated to go back to that track today. Yesterday I drove there. Today I ran to Fisk around the track and then back. So a little bit longer of an exercise. But what I wanted to do was run a little bit of distance. And then once I got to the track, I ran a little bit for form and speed. Not much, but a little bit. So trying some new things out. All right, so my mileage is pretty low. I need to get my mileage up. Got to work on that. But anyway, that's my run report for today. Keep doing. Be a hero. Be your own hero. Remember that now is better than perfect. Later. Okay, so that's today's run report. And I want to get into the comments and see what's there. But first, I want to comment about the run report. My mom watched the run report earlier, and she asked me a question about it. She was saying, how did you have low mileage if you ran twice yesterday? Because I did run twice yesterday. I ran early in the morning, and I also ran in the evening. Well, I had low mileage because I didn't run far. In the morning, I ran a little over a mile, and in the evening, I ran a little over a mile. So that's not even 3 miles. Now, it wasn't easy because it's hot, number one. And number two, the evening workout was a speed workout. So I was running much less than usual, but I was running much faster than usual. So I was exhausted. I think I was asleep by 9. Like, I was just zonked. But it's not the usual amount of high mileage. And I need high mileage because I'm training for a marathon. So the way you train for a marathon is you focus on the number of miles per week. So in general, you want to be at least around 30 miles per week. So that's a marathon distance, so that your body is used to running lots of miles. So that's what I mean when I say I got to get my mileage up. And then also I'm trying this speed training. So I'm, figuring out a new balance. Also, shout out to Ron. This is funny. He said, wow, this video is incredible. I look fantastic. Yes, I have noticed, even for myself, that I look and feel different immediately after I do a run. Most of the time. Like, sometimes I'm just really blitzed and I sound tired. But most of the time, it's the endorphins, it's the neurotransmitters, it's the energy of running, that runner's high that happens immediately after the run when I'm recording the video. And then throughout the rest of the day, it kind of settles down and kind of normalizes. But immediately after a run, it's like super Sekou, and then it kind of settles down. So that is part of why I'm able to do it every day. Because often, most of the time, in the beginning, I don't want to do it. I certainly didn't want to do it this morning after the speed workout last night. But what happens is I think about how I'll feel on the other side of it, and also all the causes that I'm running for. And that helps get me up and get me out. Okay, so there's a lot of comments in the chat, but I want to move forward. So I'm going to circle back and say hello to everybody in a second, because I want to start talking about money a little bit. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to do the affirmation, and I'm going to come back, shout people out, and then I want to talk about the upcoming stock split. So let's do our affirmation and have this locked into our systems. We're going to do this twice. I am so happy and grateful to be a multi-millionaire in every area of my life. One more time, really feel it in your bones. I am so happy and grateful to be a multi-millionaire in every area of my life. Ashe. All right, so let me shout out the people. I already shouted out Ron, shout out to Nan, Linda, Colorado, Margareta. Thanks for this, Margareta. I appreciate that. I'm getting that compliment more and more these days that I'm an inspiration. That didn't happen to me before, so I'm grateful for that transition of people calling me an inspiration. Thank you for that. All right. Yeah, people like the story. Yeah, the story was really funny. Man, I'm telling you, I should have started with that day one. I would have had their attention like that. You're famous. Anyway. All right. And shout out to Gladys. Okay. So shout out to all the people. And now let's talk about abundance. Let's talk about wealth. So today is the 6th. And you know what's happening this month, because we've already talked about it. This month, July 15th, Google stock is splitting 20-1. It's happening this month. I'm going to start doing a countdown. This month, Google stock is splitting 20-1. What you doing? What's your plan? Start developing your plan. Because at least for me, I feel like this is the first time that I'm not just sitting on the sidelines. I'm on the track, literally and metaphorically, literally and figuratively. But I know some things. And if you've been watching the show, you know some things too. First of all, we know factually Google stock is splitting. It's going to go from 1 share to 20 shares this month on the 15th, right? That's the first thing we know. We also know that historically, when a stock splits, there's a bump in price on the day and sometimes the days after. But there's a bump in price because all of a sudden that stock becomes more attainable, right? So we can do the math. I haven't done it today, but Google stock is around $2,000 per share. So divide that by 20 and you'll get the new share price. Now that will fluctuate because stocks don't stay still. The price moves up and down a little bit every day, right? But on the 15th, whatever the stock price is on the 14th, you divide that by 20, that's going to be the new stock price. It's not, there's no mystery. There's not some trick. Like whatever the actual price is on that day, you divide that by 20, that will be the new price. So you can do it now and guesstimate. So the last time I did a guesstimate, I think I got $108 per share, give or take. So Google stock is going to go down from like $2,000 a share to about $100 a share. That's a big drop. That makes it immediately accessible, which leads us to the third thing that we know, that when it becomes accessible, more people will buy it. Like that's just simple math. More people, $1,000 per share, right? When that happens on the 15th, when a bunch more people get into the market to buy the stock at $100 a share, give or take, it's going to shoot up. The stock price is going to go up because there's so much energy, there's so much action around it. So again, these are things that we know, and I have to give the disclaimer that historical precedent is not necessarily an indicator of future performance. You have to say that. But time and time again, it is borne out that on the day of a stock split, there's excitement, there's enthusiasm, the price goes up. So I've already told you what I'm doing. My plan is to get 2 shares, keep 1, sell 1. Get 2 shares, keep 1, sell 1. And my intention is to get my shares now. So I've already put $300 in. And I know what you're going to ask. If the stock price is only $100 per share, why did I put $300 in? Because there's fluctuations. And when the Amazon stock split, I put in too little to cover the differential. And so I only got like 1.7 shares instead of 2 shares. So this time I'm overcompensating a bit just to make sure that I get at least 2 shares. Now on the day, I'm going to watch the market. I expect all of us will be watching the market. On the day, on the 15th, I'm going to watch. And if the price spikes the way I expect it to, I'm going to sell one of my shares. Because maybe I get it for 100 and it shoots up to 200. I mean, who knows, right? But if it shoots up to 200 and I sell it then I've made $100 right then in a day. Easy, right? So that's my plan. There are lots of plans that you can have, but let me add some more information. So generally speaking, I've done a little bit of research and I can give you some better math. So generally speaking, on the day of the stock price, when there's a stock split, the price jumps. Oh, that's my alarm already. Sorry, I gotta pick it up a little bit. All right, so when the stock splits, the price jumps on the day of the split about 2 to 3%. That's what the experts say. I think it's a little bit more than that because I looked at the numbers when the Amazon stock split and it jumped a significant percentage. And I did the same thing. I bought in before the split. But the experts say it's going to jump 2 to 3% on the day of. Now, within the next 2 weeks, they say it's going to fall again. Why? Because stock traders have bought in already. They're waiting for the price to go up so they can sell. And so that'll bring the price back down when the traders sell to get out of the game, which is what I just talked about. right? So we are retail traders, meaning that we're not institutional traders. We're just doing this kind of in our spare time. But there are traders who will buy, who right now are buying lots of Google in anticipation of the split. And they're going to ride the wave up and then sell, and then that's going to bring the price back down. So back to the math. So on the day of and immediately after, you can expect a bump of about 3 to 5%, 2 to 3%, somewhere in that range. Again, that's a ballpark. I expect it to be higher than that. But in the weeks that follow, it'll taper down. Generally speaking, the experts say that within a year of a stock split, if it's a good company like Google, like Amazon, companies that we know, no mom and pop shops, don't go out there and try to find some random stock that's about to do a split. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about the big known companies. So the big known companies, within a year after the stock split, they've gone up by 25%. So if you think about it like that, you could be planning for 2 to 3% on the day of. Let's just take that money off the table and put it in your cash holdings to reinvest. Or you could be thinking you want to buy and hold and get that 25% raise over the next year or so. As I just said, I am intending to do both. I'm going to get 2 shares. I'm going to sell one, hold one. That's my experiment. Like that will make me feel good about what I'm saying here, because this is all theory. It's based on fact now. Let's be clear. It's based on fact. It's based on previous experience. It's based on what I've read. But I still want to be just a little bit cautious as I do this for the first time. Well, I tried it with Amazon. It didn't quite work. So as I do this successfully for the first time and see how it goes. But all things being equal, my intention is to hold one share and just ride it forever and sell the other share for an immediate cash return. So that's my plan. We've got some days, but everybody should be coming up with their plan. Like, don't just sit on the sidelines. If you haven't gotten on the track yet, get on the track now. You can decide that your first decision is, are you going to buy in before or after? Now, the way that I was able to buy $300 worth without having to buy a whole $2,000 share is I went in through Cash App, which is on my phone. And I just bought $300 of fractional shares, as opposed to going through Ameritrade, where I would have had to buy a full share. Either way, you figure out if you want to get in before or if you want to get in after. You already know what I'm doing. I am getting in before. And if anyone else is getting in before, if you're going to get a whole share on, let's say, Ameritrade, and then it splits on the 15th, you should consider how much of that you're willing to sell if the price jumps the way we expect it to. If the price jumps on the 15th, why not sell some of the 20 shares you'll have? You'll have 20 shares. Maybe you sell 10. Maybe you sell 15. Maybe you sell them all. You've got options. All right, so start thinking about that if that's the way you're planning to go. You're planning to buy a full share of Google before the split. But regardless of what your plan is, be thinking about what you want to do. This is how it works, right? This is how it works. People who have the intel make an action plan based on the intel, and that's how they create wealth. So here's our opportunity. Now, I ran out my time talking about that, so I'll check the rest of the comments after the show, and I'll circle back tomorrow with comments. So stay tuned for prayer time right now. Sorry, prayer time. I'm cutting into your time. And then stay tuned for Sit with Rev Melissa at 10:30. And I'll be back here tomorrow, still talking about this stock split coming up. Till then, keep doing, be a hero, be your own hero. Remember that now is better than perfect in all things, but especially in terms of investing. So go invest today. Later.